We've got NBA and college basketball action tonight. Oh, we've got a full slate of basketball, baby. I am pumped. This is the free three, and let's dive into these best bets. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag together and make some money. Yesterday, it was not our best day on the channel. We were so close, but they all fell short. 0-3 on the day. Hate to see it. We took the teaser. We got the Vikings plus the points right. They didn't even win, but we got the plus the points right. But we chose the over. Obviously, it was another primetime under. Hate to see that. We took Ingram PRAs. He finished with 34. We needed him to get 36, so we just missed right there. And then on the latter leg, LeBron has not had less than 6 assists in the Philadelphia since 2015. And guess what? Yesterday, because of a 40-point blowout, and there were some opportunities there, he finished with 5 assists. So we finished just short on the ladder challenge on day 7, my friend. So 0-3 on the date. You can see our year-to-date record right here. We're still crushing it, though, in the month of November. Today, we bounced back. I'll give you guys another ladder leg today. I don't know if we're going to start the challenge back, but I'm going to give you a ladder leg today. So you know what? We're doing pretty good there. But listen, we're going to turn it around. We're going to get back on track. And as always, if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it as we continue to grow and put out some winners this entire winter season. So let's dive into this first best bet of the day. So for my first best bet of the day, we're going to go to the college basketball slate. There's so many great games, and I love this college basketball slate. And I'm going to go to the SEC ACC Challenge, and I'm going to go to the Clemson and Alabama game. It's a late-night matchup there. So I think it starts around 9:30. I'm going to go with the over, 159.5 point. Totals have been pretty good for us this year, so let's go to that since we're coming up a little cold day. And Alabama has the top offense in all of college basketball. They're averaging 97 points per game. That's absolutely crazy. They're 5-1 to the over this year, and the only time they went over was in a blowout when they won 102-46. So you kind of love to see that. I mentioned they're 5-1 to the over. They've covered all these games despite having high totals. 5 of those 6 games, they had a total of at least 151. And last game against Oregon, that total was 160, and the final score of that game was 99-91. And for me, the reason why I really like this matchup today is because this Clemson Tigers offense kind of reminds me very similar to this Oregon's offense. If Oregon was able to hang up 91 on Alabama, I think Clemson can be able to score some points today. Oregon is ranked 33 in offensive efficiency. Clemson is ranked 35. So you kind of see that similarity right there. Clemson's averaging just right under 80 points per game on the year. But if you look at these averages just alone, I mean, we're looking at a total of about 170 here. Clemson is 3-2 to the over. And then when you look at the 2 games where they went under, it was to a Winthrop team and to a Davidson team. 2 teams that are ranked 275 or lower in tempo. Well, guess what? This Alabama team, they're ranked 27th in tempo. So and guess what? They're at home as well. So ranked high in tempo and at home, I think this one's going to be a position where they're going to try to run Clemson out the gym today. Just up and down, helter-skelter game. But Clemson has the shooters to be able to keep up with this one. I think they can keep this game close. They've got P.J. Hall, the big man there, who's averaging 21 points per game. They've got the 5th-year senior Chase Hunter, who's leading the team in assists and second in points, and he's well experienced in this position. And don't forget about Joe Girard, the transfer who came from Syracuse. That's my boy right there. And we've seen him be able to turn up at any time, averaged 16 points per game last year. So because of that, I think Clemson has the shooters to be able to stay in this game. Do I think they cover the 11-point spread? Maybe. I think they're good enough to do that. Both of these teams are undefeated. I think really good records there. But we're just going to go for the total over 159.5, as I think both of these offenses will shine today, and it's going to be a race to see who's going to be the first one to about 85 or 90 in this one. For my second best bet of the day, I'm going to stay in the college basketball realm, and I'm going to go with another ACC SEC challenge matchup here. But this is one thing. You guys hear me talk about join the Discord group. I say click the link in the bio. I say that in every video. But the reason why that's so important is because sometimes when I'm putting out these videos early in the morning, there are a lack of lines on the college basketball side. So that's why I really tell you guys, hey, click the link in the bio, join the Discord group, which you guys should do, because this matchup in the second best bet is one of the reasons why, because I want to take Mississippi State minus 8.5, but I would only put like 1 unit on it right now, and then maybe deploy a unit or 2 live when I give the call out when it gets down to maybe 4.5, maybe 2.5, maybe even plus the points or a pick 'em or plus value on the money line, right? Because it is a kind of a wide spread to lay, but I do think Mississippi State will cover on the 8.5. but I would like to give you guys a better updated number as I'm watching the game live as well. So what I want to do in this matchup is take Mississippi State minus 8.5 for about 1 unit, but then also I'd have about a unit and a half ready to deploy just in case you can get a better number live. But really my thesis on this play is just fading Georgia Tech. I absolutely hate this Georgia Tech team. I think you can exploit them this year on the books. I think they're absolutely god-awful unless they turn some things around. They're in a very competitive ACC conference, and I just don't think they're simply a good team. Now, Mississippi State, on the other hand, they are a good team, and I think they're also very underrated. In college basketball, right, defense matters. That's the biggest differentiator between handicapping NBA and college. Now, typically the offense can and will carry you in the NBA, and trust me, can do it in college too, but you gotta have to have an offense like Alabama, averaging 97 points per game, Arizona, TCU, Marquette. These are the type of offenses that are going to score 80, 90 points no matter who they play, right? But now when you look at it on the other side, defensively, your team can carry you defensively. Look at like teams like Virginia, right? They're always competitive. Why? Because they're always good defensively. This Mississippi State team kind of reminds me of that. They're ranked 4th in adjusted defensive efficiency right now through 6 games, and they're holding opponents to just 24% shooting from 3-point range. And then they're also now facing this Georgia Tech team that's ranked 269th in offensive efficiency and 3-point shooting. So because of that, I think this matchup just favors Mississippi State. They're 6-0 on the year, 5-1 against the number. And meanwhile, Georgia Tech, they haven't covered the spread since their first game of the year. Again, that was against a very weak Georgia Southern team. They played Howard at home after that, only won that game by 3. They lost to UMass Lowell by 3 at home. That's a team that's ranked over 100 in KenPom. And then they lost to Cincinnati in their last game by 35 points, 89-54 on the road. So this is what I'm saying. This Georgia Tech team is expected to cover this spread against this Mississippi State team that's 6-0, 5-1 against the number, and has beaten number 60 Washington State, 57 Northwestern, number 100 Arizona State. I don't know, right? Because this game is on the road and this is Mississippi State's first true road game, I can see why it can be a close game and why I say you got to keep a few units in your back pocket to grab it live. But do I think Mississippi State does run away with this matchup and win this game solely because their defense is so much stronger and they do have a better offense as well, and they're just an overall better team and have more size? Yes, I do. Lay the 8.5 points of Mississippi State if you're just one of those guys who have to lock in your bet pregame. But I do think we do get the opportunity to maybe grab it at a better number, but I do want to lock it in just in case we don't get the opportunity to and Mississippi State jumps out. Also, like I said, join the Discord groups this week. You can maybe get a team total or first half line that might come out as well on this one. All right. So now my third and final best bet of the day. I told you guys I'm going to give you another ladder leg. We're going to run it back here starting from day 1 here on the channel. All right. We're going plus 108 odds on this one. Julius Randle, 20 plus points. De'Aaron Fox, 2 plus 3-pointers. Let me break it down. All right, before you crucify me on this Julius Randle pick, all right, have you looked at his game log in the month of November? Right? I mean, dude started off the year dumpster juice. He started off the year toilet bowl, like terrible, garbage, right? Julius Randle was god awful. But over the last several weeks, he's turned it up. He scored 20 points in 9 of the last 10 games. And in that time, he's faced this Charlotte team twice. And he scored 23 points and 21 points on 48% shooting. So I love to see that. And not only is this an in-season game tournament game where, you know, scoring is incentivized because of that point differential there, but also he's had a few days of rest as well. And he's averaging 23 points per game this season when he's had a day or two of rest. And the last time he played was on Saturday. Julius Randle, 20 points against a Hornets team that I don't see with any big men. Who's going to stop him there, okay? Now, second leg, let's look at De'Aaron Fox. Talking about a guy in good form, that's De'Aaron Fox, okay? Since coming back from injury, bro's been absolutely hooping. He's averaged at least 25 points in every single game except for one, including hitting at least 2 3-pointers in every single one of those games. You love to see that. Only the first game of the season this year did he not hit 2 3-pointers, and then we know that this matchup against the Warriors favor him because of the Stephen Curry matchup, and then also just that little rivalry that these two teams have going on in that Bay Area there. I absolutely love it. They faced off earlier this year. He hit 5 3-pointers in that matchup, so there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to hit 2 again today in the form that he's in. His total's at like 29.5 for points. So if he's going to get that number, then you know that he's going to have to hit a few threes. So that's our ladder lag today. Julius Randle, 20 points. De'Aaron Fox, 2 plus 3-pointers made. Plus 108 odds right there to double our money 10 the night. Three best bets, three winners for you guys on this Tuesday. We got Clemson and Alabama over 159.5. We're going with Mississippi State minus 8.5 with a live trigger on that one. We're also going to go with the player prop parlay, Julius Randle 20+ points, De'Aaron Fox 2+ 3-pointers to tuck us in to end the night. And as always, my friends, dictate your fate, get to that money, and I'll see you on the next video. Later, gang.